Now that was an open house. That was a fantastic day. I told everybody I haven't even done my opening yet. I want to rethink everything that took place this week, and then I'm going to do my open house. I want to do my top 10 list today. Top 10 horses just from today, because we got horses. You get a horse like Gandalf. He's been horrible all year, but he looked good today. Does that get him on the list? It might. Then you get other horse like Carter Michael Dio, made a break in late stretch. I think I know why, but made a break in late stretch. Horn Player, who's been one of our best horses. I've touted her as one of our best horses. She made a break late in the stretch. Does she get bumped? So I'm going to have to mull that over, but what I'm not going to mull over is the 2-year-old list. I'm going to go through all the 2-year-olds. I'm going to give you an updated look at what I think of every single 2-year-old we have, starting with Absolute Euphoria. She looked great today. This filly's had a lot less work than most of the other horses we have. No, all of the other horses we have. And went out and did her work to the best of her ability today. Paced her ass off down the lane. Today was it anyway. We're going to turn her out after today. I won't put a harness on Absolute Euphoria again until end of July. The breeders that sent her here, Kyle and Brent, and we made a decision last week. You know what? I'll put her in the open house, and then we're going to turn her out. Everybody was on board, and I think she's going to be a nice 3-year-old for us. And I want to give her every opportunity to be the best horse she possibly can for us. So, Absolute Euphoria, going out to the field. Always Charming. I had to catch up with Danny. Again, I thought he was a little drawn out the other day when I went with him. Do we got to tinker with him and change some shoes? Probably. That was a big thing today, was these surfaces at the racetracks are not like Tamiko. Tamiko's bare, always low, like most training tracks, always low on surface itself. So it's not an easy transition. It is for some of them. You saw it today. Some of them are like, no big deal at all. Some of the other ones struggled a bit. I think Always Charming's one of those horses we got to start tinkering with the shoes for the racetrack. We can do that as we get them over to Mohawk and start schooling them. They're not going to go next week. Maybe the week after we'll start schooling them slower. Let them relax after today. They did a hell of a job. So Always Charming, we'll start making some changes with him. Always anchors up. Always also needs... I was happy with him the other day. Now, they said he was out of gear and making breaks today going up to the start, which he was flawless the other day when I went with him. So is he slipping? Man, I'll take a look at his shoeing also and see where we go from there. But overall, he said he came a big last quarter, big last half, and he was happy with him. Austral Hanover was one of the biggest surprises of the day, right up there with Gandalf. Like, this horse has been ultra mediocre his whole life and finished up well today and looked good. Brace for Landing, a big tailwind, but what 2-year-old in May can come 27 seconds? I mean, that was an impressive set, but an impressive training mile for not one but two and multiple horses. Amy said that actually Leaps and Bounds was closing in. I don't know how that's possible. We came 27 seconds. Leaps and Bounds to close in had to come 26 apiece. I didn't know she was able to do that. I want to go back and watch the video, but Amy said she was closing on you. I said, it's impossible. She said, watch the video. I haven't done it yet. It's impressive. Brace for Landing is incredible colt. We're going to have a lot of fun this summer with these horses. Captain in the Air. Is he going to hang around all summer? I don't know. He's an overnight kind of... I think we paid him into the fair, so he's going to hold some worth to a lot of people. Did I just go by Elizabeth? No, I went by York. He's going to hold some value. I know there's going to be a lot of people follow up with this video and say, those Brace for those Captain Treacherous, you got to give them time. I'm not going to keep him around forever. Nice horse. Might be okay. We're not going to rush into selling him. I'm sure we'll get him qualified, put a decent line on him. Mario said he just shied away from the pylon, saying rolled off. No doubt in my mind we can put a real nice qualifier on this guy, but as far as keeping him full-time, he's got some work to do. Carter Michael Dio, James said, I just tapped him on the tail and he come right through the harness. He was just wired for sound. He said he was really good. You guys are really moving on the end of it. I just went to start him up and he slipped. We still flip-flops on him. With his gait, he's got a really, really high gait. I think we're going to make a change on this guy tomorrow. Cash Deals. Again, one of the biggest surprises. They've done a great job. Mario and Davey, everybody down in that barn has done a great job with this horse. This is a mediocrely bred moderately okay looking horse, she punched way above her weight class today and looked very, very good. This filly surprised the hell out of me today. Great job by Mario. Great job by everybody there. As I said, that filly looks very, very good. Chocolate for Lunch. I want to watch her video. They said she was flying on the end of it. I didn't get to catch up with anybody that won. I think Mario went with her. Listen, Gandalf was finishing up 28 apiece, so if she was closing on the end of it, it's a big last quarter. I got high hopes for Chocolate for Lunch. I think she's going to be a really nice filly this summer. Columbus, again, he was coming off the virus. I didn't know how he beat today. Mary said he was good. He was okay. I think he said he was just wandering a bit, very, very green, looking at stuff, and I can't even remember if he said he rolled off, but I wasn't surprised at any of that. This horse is a good 2 weeks behind everybody else. So for him to go over there and do his work, he warmed up good. I saw him warm up. So for him to go over there and do his work was impressive in its own right. Coupe de Ville was fantastic. Very, very impressed with Coupe de Ville. That filly looked exceptionally good to me today. Crantini. I won the set. And we were flying, and he was not going to let James go by. This horse has got a lot of swagger to him, and a lot of pop, and a lot of speed, talent. He has everything going on for him right now. This colt looked incredible. Him and Brace for Landing put on a performance. I wanted to put them in the last set because we always end up just putting the horses in the last set, right? The okay ones. I wanted... Hi, baby girl. You woke up? You okay? It's okay. Lay back down. We're just going to go watch Ollie play baseball. You and me. Go back seat. She was tired today. She was running around all day long. Crantini and Brace for Landing just put on one of the most impressive performances I've seen in quite a while. In May the 8th. Man, Mark McKelvey asked me, what do you do for these horses now? They're there. They're ready. It's only May. We just take a look at the calendar and decide what we want to do with them. They are ready. They are there. Let's just take our time. There's no rush. Cunning Connie was also amongst one of the more impressive miles of the day. This filly trotted 28 apiece on the end of it also. Take a look at her race. Take a look at where she came from, what she did, how she did it. That was an impressive training trip. The way she snuck up the inside and sprinted to the wire. That was as impressive a training trip as I've seen in a while. Very, very well done. That filly looked awesome. Where am I going here? I guess I have to take a left here. Let's just drive down here and see what happens. Cunning Connie was just blew me away today. How good she was. Very, very good mile from her. Cutie Cumber. I didn't get to watch the race again, the set again. I'm going to watch some of them here in a minute before I do my top 10 list, before we talk some more about the 2-year-olds. What am I doing here? On City Laneway. No, can't go here. All the roads are shut off. Oh, the game just ended. I don't know if it did or it didn't. What was I going to say? Cunning Connie, yeah, she just looked incredible. Looked incredible today. Very, very impressed with her. Cutie Cumber, I got to go back and watch the video. I want to see how Cutie Cumber actually did. How she actually did. Jody said she was very good. We were flying on the end of it. So I want to go back and look at her, but I know how she trained this week. She's a treat and a very, very nice horse, and I cannot wait to see her start racing. Enzo Guayo, I protected Enzo quite a bit. You saw me try and force him through the inside, and then Danny kind of shut me off by accident. This horse bolted left a little bit. If I kind of come out and go through the middle, he wins for sure, but he was awesome. He was awesome today. I was very impressed with Enzo. Dominic warmed him up. First time he ever sat behind me, he said, "This is one of the nicest horses you have." I said, "I know. I'm well aware." Enzo was very, very good today. Fashion Presidente, a winner. Big track winner for Fashion Presidente. So, good for him. He looked great today. Very impressed. Full Heart was good. He said, a little grabby. I said, yeah, she tucks her head. We're going to have to work on that. She's getting a little strong in the face. We're going to have to work on getting her head out a little bit. She just gets a little too tucked, and then what happens next when you really grab her? They shut their air off, right? Now, she's not doing that, but that's the inevitable next step if it keeps up. Gandalf the Black, I don't know what to say. And I tell you guys all the time, You don't know, right? If we continue to give them time, and we gave them time, partly because nobody wanted them, right? We put them up for sale, and I wasn't going to give them away. We had some people call and say, oh, I'll give you 9 or 10. No, not at all. And I'm glad we didn't. I was wrong. The horse looks better. Now, he's going to have trouble in the turns. We got to work that out, right? A little rough in the turns, even at Mohawk today. He's not going to get around a half-mile track. Not like that. And I don't really know what the, I call it the flashpoint. I don't know what the issue is. I have to look into it. And I will. And that's not to say we can fix it. It's not like you can just have a vet inject him somewhere. Oh, he's perfect now. It doesn't work that way. It may be maturity. It may be physical immaturity. It may be a problem that we have to work on. But I can tell you one thing. Work ethic, attitude, totally different horse. He looked great today. GJ's ATM was good. It was a big mile for him. James said he started to get a little wobbly halfway down the lane. I said, well, truthfully, he's not really ready to be where he is. I'm happy he's there. We need to work on his shoeing a little bit also and tinker with him. Horse is a very, very nice horse. All 3 of the Illinois breds look good today. Even James, who called Twin Cedars All-Star, I think, the worst horse he'd ever trained way back in January. He said he was good. He was really good. All 3 of those Illinois horses. Rosita's Dream, very good today also. We'll get to them in a minute. High Enterprise, we didn't give Austin a ton of power today, and he said, this horse is like a Cadillac. She's a race car on the track. So I was happy to see that, happy that she finished up well. He was super, super impressed with High Enterprise. Horn Player made a break. I jumped over Hill Street Blues. He said Hill Street Blues was good also. He was happy with him. Horn Player left line a bit, but she was looking at the big Jumbotron, and I took the Murphy off because I thought she didn't need the Murphy blind, and she was worse. I pulled up before the race and put it back on her. She's looking at everything. We added a line pull outside, but if you watch down the lane, she's just over on the left line. She's literally looking at the flags and everything there, and I'm tapping her. She rolled off stride. Now, also, she has open-toed shoes. Is she slipping a bit? Is she? Maybe. I'm going to have to turn those back around and see if she can trot with them turned around. She's already there. I mean, I could train her a mile in 2.5 right now. No problem whatsoever at Mohawk. She was good, just needs to pay attention, but that's why they were there. That's why today was important also for us. Lady All-Star, again, another couple of weeks in the stall, then in the pool. I guarantee you she wishes she was there today. She would have loved to do her work. I almost felt bad for her. I watched her all the horses were walking out of the barn, and she's like watching them all walk by. It's like she wants to go out and play. I have really almost fallen in love with this filly, and I can't wait till she gets back healthy. Landing Pad, Little Flat Day, another horse with open-toed shoes. I felt he was going to be a strong winner around the last turn, and he kind of gave it up when I gave him his head, and I think partially because that was a lot of work for him, but I'm worried. I'm thinking that maybe those open-toed shoes are, say you have the horseshoe that goes around the front. Well, sometimes you turn them around backwards, right? Helps them break over quicker. Trotters, sometimes training down, sometimes racing, will wear them. LD's Patrick wears turned around aluminums to race. So some horses can. Maybe that wasn't it. Maybe it was. I don't know. We're going to tinker with that shoeing a little bit. Landing Strip was good. He said a little weak, a little flat. I said he was really sick for about 2 weeks. It's going to take time to get this guy muscle built back up on him, filled out and ready to rock. It's going to take a little bit, but we'll get there. Leaps and Bounds, I want to watch this video. Amy said she was closing in on Crantini and Landing Strip or gaining ground. I don't see that possible. I want to watch the video. If she did, she trotted her last quarter in sub 27 seconds in May ever 2-year deal. That'd be an incredible feat if it's actually true. Lost Spirit was good. So for Brent and Kyle, that horse is now going over to Ohio. He'll go to an Ohio trainer down around where they're going to race him in the fairs. Look good today. May Lose Control put a couple of marks on his shins today. Going to put some shin boots on him. Otherwise, the power was there. We'll see. He's a nice horse. And again, overnight horse. Temper the expectations. I think he's okay. We'll see how he is when we get schooling him. My 1% jumped over a number of horses here. Hold on. Magical Tom, Jody said was good. Very green on the front, rolled off stride. He said, but he was strong, very good, very strong. So I'm wondering, we'll see what we're gonna do with him. Just have bell boots on him up front. I might put some toe weights on him to try and steady him. My 1%. Again, I'm jumping over horses. Mo Power Baby rolled off stride on Mario. I didn't like the way the hobbles were, and I want to tinker with her shoes. Here's a filly with lots to offer, lots of power. A couple of these horses that maybe we need to work on might sneak over the track and get some gate work next week. 210-ish, right? But for now, I just want to see what's going on with Mo Power Baby. I already know how fast she is. I trained her last week. She was awesome. More Than You Know was very good. I said to Austin, I said, this horse was sick right up until 3 weeks ago. He's starting to get his legs under. He said, I really like this horse. He had lots of go on the end of the mile. Very happy with him. My 1%, I might take him up to the Top Barn. It's very simple. I'm going to pour the work to him, and if he can't sustain the workload we're about to give him, then he'll probably be turned out for a little bit in the summer. He was sick all winter, off and on a couple of times, looked good here and there, but he needs to be able to do the work, and if he can't, then he can't continue on. We'll turn him out. I'm not going to sell him. I really, really like this colt, but if he's not ready, he's not ready. Nothing but a dreamer's ready. He was fantastic today. Two moves, and won the set, I believe, and looked very, very good doing it. Oh my gosh, right line. I'm going to have this guy up to the vet. He shouldn't have been on that right line. I trained him the other day, and he was not on a right line, on a half. If he's on the right line on a 7/8, obviously something's bugging him somewhere. I'll have him up to Melissa McKee's next week and get him looked at. Old Check was good, I believe. A little weak on the end of it, but I think Danny got over the half a little much with him, and Gandalf was ready to pounce. So finished up strong, did his work. Probably better from off the pace, I think, moving forward. Real Fear was awesome. James said he was loaded down the lane, and we were really, really pacing. Rosita's Dream, best mile of his life, an eye-opening mile for him. Just really, really impressed with what I saw from Rosita's Dream. Silent Assassin, great mile from her too. Danny went to move her getting in the last turn. I said, hey, that's the filly that pulled up on you last week. Get back in the 3-hole with her. He said she finished up strong. This is going to be a fun filly to race on the half-mile tracks this summer. Sipping on My Shine, James said I won a mile in 2.9 last half and a minute after, but he came a little unglued. He said the hobbles were way too tight. I said, well, I told you he doesn't wear them tight. I think we're going to put a belly band set of hobbles on this horse, see how he is with those over the next couple of weeks. The other ones just hit him tight. He really doesn't like them, to be honest. He'll learn to go with them, but I'm going to go for the belly band hobbles first and foremost. Sir Strong did not look good to me today. One of the only horses he pulling up, and I said, he does not look good. Open-toed shoes again. He turned a knee boot around, so he touched a knee, which is weird. And tinker with his shoes over the next few weeks too. I think that horse was track surface because he was awesome training the other day at Tamiko. So food for thought there. Sister Solange did what she could. She's falling behind. She doesn't have enough muscle on her hind end. She's getting a little tucked up and skinny. I may just back her off. She's going to Northfield, change of scenery. I want to get her eating, see if we can get her fattened up. If we can't, she's going to go to the grass, where I guarantee you she'll get fattened up. I cannot race this filly like that. She's eligible to a lot of things all summer. I really love her. Got to take care of her. She's not ready to push just yet. Smoking Hot Irish Girl was good. She needed that. She needed a little wake-up call and a little stretching. She'll be much, much better for it. As I said to Austin, I appreciate you taking care of her. This could be one of our best Ohio-bred fillies. She needed today, and she got it. Spitfire Overseas horse was incredible. Most under-talked about horse. Again, today. Even after everything he did, 28 and a piece on the end of it, commanding victory, and looked exceptionally good doing it. This horse was awesome and continues to be awesome. Swinging Senorita was awesome also. She was actually coming to us down the lane. Big last quarter in that set. Big tailwind, but big last quarter in that set. Tactical Mounds was good. Little scrambly also. We're going to tinker with her shoes a little bit. I saw one mark on her outside knee also. So, again, just squaring her around. Now that she's there, now that she's speed-wise, she's getting there. Square around so she's comfortable. Wasn't super comfortable today, but she'll get there. Twin-seater, hold on. Tailgate Buzz was good. Just get over the half too fast. Danny just went to the half way too fast with him. He knew it. We knew it. It's not the end of the world. The horse will bounce back good. Just a little too quick to the half, tired him out. But still, showed a lot of grit and determination down the lane. Una Madonna was incredible. Incredible. This filly should not have been able to do what she did today. That's her breeding coming out. She looked awesome. Victor Cruz was good. Jumped over something today on the track, a tire mark or something on the track. Finished up strong up the inside afterwards. He was good, but I never saw him jump over anything today, so I want to get him back over to Mohawk also. Start doing some track work with him. Shadows, things on the track. He's got to get used to that stuff. Warwi Yuri was good, I believe. Again, low expectations. This horse is not going to be ready to rock until August. For him to be in the bike at Mohawk May the 8th is pretty incredible. If you circle back to January, February, I never would have thought I saw that. What a mission. You just can't give this guy an inch. He's just such a little mongrel sometimes. He's fast and I like him, but ooh, he drives me crazy. I said to Jody when we went to Turner Mile, I said, those hobbles need to be tight. They look like they're 1 or 2 holes too loose. He goes, he's trotting great. I said, okay. Pulled up, and he goes, yeah, maybe 1 or 2 holes. He's fast. I like this colt, and I think he could do good things for us, but, man, he's a frustrating little animal. And Whispering Song was awesome. Awesome today. Very, very happy with her. These Ohio fillies, I'm telling you, are killers and have looked great. Wouldn't it be nice out in the field? She'll be out until July. So those are your 2-year-olds. I still got your opening to do. Want to formulate an opening. And we still have top 10 list. I'm going to do it. Be back in a bit.